kasia yensa aka ese yememu ha yede ebebeso mo ema wosu hu de ekoso ewo yeman emu na kasia no ensem bia wo beti ebi eni Omampeni John Dramani Mahama akasa ede afa eyeye nkoko ho ewo oman Ghana mu sedi yebesi afa adane nani sanso ena edom kase da no beni owura Mahama yarega ede nsembia tudwa Watrese eye MPP amanyoko no omuni asembia eka edema eye oman Ghana eno ena wowura afanyoma kenso trese womu epe womu empo sede woman no esifa ekona empo kokwa akuafo sika akamu no womu entina ho emaniama enje ensemu na ensem wei eka ebi ho ene yede ba beso se Premtu Brakasiye ewo Abi TV eni Ojaba TV eso na kasia no dwumako bi adaworoma ena womo ebo machidop eye sia boho FC Cosmetic eni sia hostel ena womo aka won ho aboma medikasia no eba ababesomo na menso amejibre abekenkan ede amaw edi ameje so eye nana akosia esiedu ayenda ye ho ye ba ye bebo ede awura ensem no emu Yesha ensem nasia na yesha asia ede free Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama akache ena wotre se de Ghana yede yenkoko ekwa enkofo aman so saa na yenda ne dane no eno eka ho ena wo ma yentimi enye sika ne sasu nti wo mo ehwe se yebetimi adane eye yenkoko no eni na empo yetimi aye se de beya oman Ghana yene ankasa nso yebetimi edi yendwa yemfa yenkoko no enkofo
Recently, we've had a crisis with cocoa. It hasn't affected only Ghana. It's affected all cocoa-producing countries. And it shows how unstable raw material exports are if you don't process and add value. And that means that we must take advantage of this crisis to make a pivotal change in how we handle our raw exports. And we've exported raw beans since Gordon Gaggisberg's time. For those of you who don't know Gordon Gaggisberg, he was one of the colonial governors. And Ghana, at that time, was the leading exporter of cocoa. And to think that in the 21st century, we're still the largest leading exporter of raw cocoa beans. That is not an accolade we should take pride in. We should take pride in being the leading exporter of manufactured cocoa products. This crisis must mark a turning.
Yeah, to and some no eso na ye kwa kopiemu ewo eye emrahye bedwafie na wo kopiemu ewo ho a ensem no ayededwa ewo ho eye edom kase no da no bani owura mahama ayare garden sembi atudwa wo kire se MPP amanyokuo no enjai seda ne da nyina wo mo ede koko akuaye ensem no emom na wo mo eka enu nti enya de a ebeye adwuma nti wo mo wa asemu bi a wo mo enhwe enka enkyere Ghana for esanse wo mo ni bibia ekenti na da ne da nyina wo mo eni abere ewo koko ensensem no eho.
Understand that the MPP doesn't have any political message for Ghanaians and is hoping to revive or resuscitate their politics using cocoa farmers, but that will not work.
Today's statement didn't go anywhere.
Mr. Speaker, what the minority leader is doing is a clear indication that today's attempt to use cocoa farmers to do politics failed.
He wants a second chance.
So he wants a second chance. He wants a second chance. Because if he had succeeded, he will not be looking for a second opportunity. But you've already made a statement. We have copiously debated the statement. There is nothing more that the finance minister can come and add. So let's leave it there. As for government policy can be announced anywhere. Once they are approved in cabinet, the Minister for Communication announces them. In this instance, because it is under the Minister of Finance, that was why the Minister for Finance announced the policy. So I don't think that the Minister for
Yada so edin sam no ejinamu ewo eye emrahye bedwafie ebra yewura mahama ayarega ekasawie yape na edom kumada no bani wowura afanyoma kenso esore ya wo kire se wo mo de enya de wo mo ebetena ho ema aban no achi ede afa koko akuafo eso enu ntida ne da nyina wo mo ebeka kopem bra aban no ebehwe asosa asem no ano na etimi aboa ema akuafo nso etimi eni age enu ntimrahye bedwafie ho de enya de adom kuma no ebetwe ede ama edom kese a wo mo ewo ho.
Mr. Speaker, this is a house of parliament, a platform of the people's representatives. This is where we discuss national issues. Mr. Speaker, the majority leader is telling the country that government policy can be announced anywhere, and my finance minister is not obliged to come to the House of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, the cocoa farmers in Volta region, in Ashanti region, in Bono, in Western North.
Leader.
But Mr. Speaker, if the finance minister does not come, if the majority leader will not bring the finance minister, we the minority
na ebusiafo ye free eye emrahye bedwafie nsensem na ye de yani akiremu ewo eye ensem fufuro ma eye chief justice eye Paul Bafo Boni wabra adesuafo a wo mo ekwaje ntiteye ewo eye emranim suku ewo nkrampompu mantam a wo mo awie no na wade to wo mo anim se wo mo enyere wo mo ho na de esi wo mo ni so a wo mo ebebesua saa emranim no wo mo ntimi emfanya adwuma wabra wo mo ekokopie mu ewo eye asem de bia wo mo ntumi nyere wo mo ho se entete ya wo mo ababeje na wode sansem we ekoma adesuafo eye 1600 a wo mo aje entete ya ewo emranim adesua emu.
Your legal education, understand that the journey ahead will challenge you in ways you cannot yet fully anticipate. You will be stretched intellectually. You will be tested mentally. You will be required to cultivate discipline beyond mere academic competence. But these demands are not designed to discourage you. They are designed to prepare you. For the law is not simply a career, it is a public trust.
Yetwa ensem no eso na osoafo pani a wono wo hwe edwedi ensem e wo man Ghana mu wa bro okoko pie mu e wo emrahye bedwafi a wo mo edwendwene wo man ne enkankwa won e na wo kire se ukoko pie mu e wo eye Commander Sugar Factory wona eyade a insuo ema enyinam kane ho nsem so ema ni nyina eye eka bi adwumakuo yi ede eno enenam so emasisi eye Commander Sugar Factory no entumi enye adwuma sede se eni timpanimfo enhye na imprempren ya mu sa eka na eda ho no wo muntumi enyin free wo sede ebeye na eye Commander Sugar Factory no etimi aye adwuma.
The Spring Festival is a meaningful moment of renewal, hope, unity, and prosperity.
The kind Asia National Executive Committee and I brought some of the Swana,
technical and operational deficiencies have prevented the factory from running at full capacity. The machinery and equipment of the factory
Elizabeth Ofosu ejare ede to a wo kire se de oman bapa ene oman Ghana ya mampani ye hwe na yatumi abo oman Ghana eba no ya mamre ene ya mane hu dawuro na wo moyi ede esi wo se eda wukwa da bia ye nyina ye hwe na ye nhye eye furugu se de ebeye na oman no ebetumi akonanu eno ena asuye ya wo mo eye furugu e wo ye man Ghana mu a e kire se sisi a se de oman no esi ayenti ahoma womo edi ebedi dwuma na ho aye din ye papapa ni ntimpanimfo nhwe na womo ntumi emboa womo se de ebeye na dodo na ebetumi enya furugu ni bi ato se de ebeye womo nsu betumi aya ne dodo enu nti ye maama e kire se womo behwe etimi esisa de no anokwa na aboa ema eda wuku adabia ye nyina yetumi ahye furugu ede abo ya mamre ene ya mane ho dawuro.
We are wearing fugu on Wednesday. As a Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, it's our responsibility to help Made in Ghana production. It's our responsibility to ensure that trade is going on. More importantly, it's our responsibility to make sure that industry thrives. Now, the fugu industry needs to thrive. As we are going to wear fugu every Wednesday, we need to make it available on the market. And so
Yetwa eye kasie no eso na eye omampani abedi ekire ya maami je na opoku ageman akasa na ho kire se de adwumakuo etumi aboa oman Ghana na empo yanyinam kane ho nsem engina ye nanso womo etumi aboa ya masisi yanyinam kane ho nsem etumi agina ye ama ya ba bedru sa empempensuo.
The Spring Festival is a meaningful moment of renewal, hope, unity, and prosperity. We are pleased to celebrate this occasion with you. It points to the depth of friendship, trust, and cooperation between the peoples of Ghana and China. Ladies and gentlemen, Sunon Asogli has played a significant role in Ghana's power sector as one of the earliest independent power producers with nearly 2 decades of operation.
Na adehye ye begina sansem we so na ya dan ye ho ye ba ye de nsem no de aka ebeto amoso e wo kase animu amamo.
Hi, you want a place to sleep for your comfort, or you want a nice place to enjoy life as a student? Wait for me. The only 5-star hostel in the Ashanti Kingdom is the Sia Hostel. Sia Hostel, the hostel for DBs.
You can locate this 5-star hostel at Tech Buadi. If you want more information, you can pick the numbers on the screen and you hit our line. Sia Hostel, we are there to help you. Bless you.
Sia Hostel, your comfort is our hallmark.
Adishie ya sabe mo bibia ha ede aba abi ene ojaba TV eso eye prem to brekase na yede eso mo no ye toa ensem no eso ana eye MPP amanyokuo no akasa wa bra wo mo ekokohie mo ebe to aba ede yiyi wo mpanimfo a wo mo de wo mo begina eye afimpinu ene aduonu enwotwe abatoɔ no emu ebi kyerɛ sɛ wo mo to aba ne bi ansa na wo mo ayiyi mpanimfo no ebi eno na wo mo kyerɛ sɛ nyade bi anokure bia ewom enhyehyɛ dada na ɛwɔ hɔ na ada ne da nyina wo mo ede to aba no saa hyehyɛ na wo mo edi so a ensakyerɛye bia embaye
ena ebro nsɛm no so a na ewie no ɛsɛ ɛkɔ national council na ɔmogyetum enti national council so gyetum na discussions ne nyina no na about internal election calendar no ena yɛde to dwa but said the medical ka kyerɛ ɛwunuanom no ɛkyena 1 o'clock yɛbɛ press conference na yɛde details ne nyina ato dwa to
eye ensem fufuro ma na asoya ehwe yensa ase ene ye nuoma so ewo man Ghana mu kyerɛ sɛ womo ede hyehyɛ fufuro kra egu akwa mu atimi ede aboa eye aban asase bia ho ban ewo man Ghana mu sɛde amanfuo bi fa eye aban agapade no eye ade ha adwin ye papa nu nti womo ani abere a sɛde aban no womo ehwe atimi aye neama ede aboa impuntuo no womo enhwe emankofo entimi emfa aban no agapade.
This measure reinforces ministerial oversight, ensures policy coherence, and provides additional safeguard against unauthorized or irregular allocations. Legislating public land application reforms. To ensure sustainability and prevent the reversal to past practices, government has taken steps to provide legislative backing to these reforms. The revised public land application form and the restructured internal allocation process will be incorporated into the draft land regulation, which is currently undergoing review. This is how serious the government is in this reform. The processes that I've just described.
Yeah, eye ensem fufuro mu ana yede yani ekwa akopie mu ewo bono ene ne mpatamu eye police adwuma yeku a ewo ho ense tumi aso enipa bonfo mu a na wo hwe eye etu ekita wo mu ene eniama wo mu etumi ede kokobo okro no no eye ade ha adwinye papa ne sasu nti wo mu etumi ache wo mu age sa niama ne nyina no enam so ema nipa ba kumpo efa mu eto anananom ewonse edo a wo mu etwe so wo mu guso eye asem ne mu enhwehwemu
February 2026, officers advancing near a parked motorbike came under gunfire from nearby bushes. Police returned fire and a search at daybreak found one male suspect dead with an AK-47 rifle beside him. A further search led to the recovery of a sack containing additional weapons and ammunition, including 2 Baikal single-barrel guns, a pump-action gun, 1 Beretta pistol loaded, 1 AK-47 rifle loaded with 11 rounds of ammunition, 1 dagger.
No eso anajumeku a womo eye yijin L4 etumi alanche eye ade foforo kra e wo man Ghana mu ni nyina ye nim se ye beboa e ma apomoden mapa etumi akoso ana ye hia endua e wo man Ghana mu anu nti womo ahyase a womo eduadua endua e wo mpatamu ahodro sisi a womo etumi edua eye 250 a womo e kire se eno no ebeboa e ma yapomoden etumi esipi womo she meburu nyina nkran se won so enhwe no mfo wo ho enjim esanse no so eye adwuma ebe wiase no womo benya kakra etimi edidi ede ama womo na da ne da nyina womo entwen se aban no ema womo adwuma ansa na womo ede womo nsa aye bibi.
Responsible company, we are not just yenhwehwe sika keke se ye ton amamwa musika, but we are also concerned. And because of the concern, you try say you nine bits in team for. Aye adia esa efata. Ese say etimi masa de no. You be blocking no. Ebi ni say you be dua tree. Na ama ye carbon dioxide. Into this carbon dioxide and no be fighting bad emission and one system nemu. And into na ama ende yaba leje kuku. And now so as part of we no, yes, I shall say the bema ebimu ejuma because ye shall leje kukua municipal honorable no de be okan or say ejuma more business wa ha muma yem rantie ne mbaba wan muma omo ejuma. Inti yes so no, this is where we can start. Ejuma ne nye ready kwa we so ye ejuma. Inti for much.
Ye kwa eye ensem fufuro mu ana eye Northern School of Business and say ye beka ya eja eto ho a eno ekokọ ye arehosemu ye ewo ho eno enesisia achercherefo ede ababeto obonte se empanifo enhwe na wo mu ntumi embo eye school mofre se de beye ne wo mo asetena mu ebetimi akoso ede ama wo mo no omu nsumpo betimi ahye wo mo adesua ase ha adwen ye papa nu nti wo mo sere abai ene ankorankora bia se mprempre ye mu won bra eye won sra ban mu.
MP for Tamale North, in the person of Honorable Al-Hassan Suhini, coming around and not only sympathizing, but making a pledge that we ordinarily thought was going to take too long to be fulfilled. The promise was that he would come in by God's grace to rehabilitate a structure that originally could not be used as a temporary measure to accommodate the over 900 displaced female students. Ladies and gentlemen, without wanting to bore you with long speech, the Honorable promised, acted.
Na adehia ye begina sa ensem we eso na prem to brekase a ye boboa no ewo Abi TV ene Ojaba TV so aha ene ye de ensem ni nyina ebesi na ansa na ye bekọ no ensem a edi kase mu ebi enie Omampani John Dramani Mahama kire se mira so se oman Ghana ye nkoko no ye betimi adane dane ani ansampo ne ye de akọ nkofo aman so sanso ena yewra Mahama ayarega kire se MPP amanyoko no womu ni asembia eka kire eye oman Ghana enti womu enjai se womu de womu ho fole eye koko akuafo ensensem no emu na MPP amanyoko so kire se mira so se womu ebeyi Franka Tuni ene empanimfo womu ebeta womu achi ewa afimpinu ene aduonu ewotwe abatoɔ no emu womu egusu eyiyi mpanimfo se de ebeye ema aba no womu betimi edi enkunim na nsɛm wei ɛka ebi ho enam de beso mo se premto braka se ewo Abi TV eso na kase no dwumako bi adaroma eye FC cosmetic ebo machi doma wo kire sese wo pe enku ene akade ede esiesie wo ho de a bra wo mo aso eye esanse wo mo ewo niamapa edema sia bo ho so eto ensa ede afredwuma yekuo bia se won fra wo mo no mo memetu nsuo emfa ema wo mo ba bia wo ewo man Ghana ha bia se sia bo ho edru wa eyade a nsuo ebeba sia hostel so se adesuafo ema mabamu mbu ewo ba bia mo beda ho eno ane se mo ne wo mo ebedi ensa wo so wo mo betimi ama wo ba bia da ketua bi na wo betua ema wo so wasum adwo na se adwumakoi adaroma ene bo machido ema mede kase no ebebe so mo me so ameje bre ekenkan kase no edema edi ameje so eye nana akosia esiedo nyame ya adoma ye besan ehia makramo.
Just try. Come. Yeah, easy. Okay.